Hi everyone, welcome back to another Shnuckatwo video. Today I just want to talk about the semester as a whole so far, I guess, and just kind of just talk about how it's been going. Uh, and yeah, and like I guess what I've learned. Not, yeah, I don't know if I need to even preface it with that. But so far, I think this has been a really good semester. Like, I feel like it's strange. Mm, Wait, yeah. Like, okay, first semester, I think it was very tumultuous. Like freshman year, first semester, it was very tumultuous. It was very like, just like a lot of new things being thrown at me. So in that sense, it was very active. It was very engaging. It was pretty fun. But at the same time, like there were a lot of new things going on. It was kind of stressful at times. Second semester, I did have a really good period of like quote unquote super happiness. Like I just didn't think about anything. I was super happy. But like in my opinion, that feels like looking back on it, it felt kind of like not fake, but just like very unfulfilled, you know. And so now this semester has honestly been like strangely fulfilling in a way so far. Like I don't even know why, and I'm definitely not happier than I was last year. Maybe I'm not sure about that actually, but I definitely am more at peace and more like there's a difference between happy in a moment and then happy across a long period of time, right? I think some people describe it as like joy versus like fulfillment, or it's basically being happy, more so fulfilled, I guess. So I'm just like more fulfilled this semester, and I think part of it is just because instead of like the beginning of second semester, which I was just trying to ignore my problems and just focus head down every single day, push through, push through, push through, just be happy and you'll be fine. Like this semester of actually like fully aware and fully processing my emotions towards parts of my life I don't like, or things about myself I'm dissatisfied with, or the problems I'm facing right now. I think I haven't shied away from that, but at the same time, I've tried to not let them affect me as much. And I think that's the right way to deal with it, right? You can't, like, unlike my first semester where I wallowed in my problems, unlike my second semester where at least for the beginning of the second semester, where I ignored my problems, unlike my summer where I wallowed in my problems, I think I finally managed to reach, at least for the first 3 weeks so far, some sort of balance between recognizing, thinking about my problems, and allowing myself to be somewhat sad over parts of my life I'm dissatisfied about, because I think that's important too. You can't just ignore that. But also being emotionally mature enough and cognizant enough to just take a step back and like not and just like be able to stay in the present somewhat, you know. So like honestly, I'm very happy with that. Um, I'm pretty proud of myself for it, even though it seems like something stupid to be proud of. But like, honestly, people like think physical pain is hard, right? Enduring physical things like running a long distance or swimming really quickly, like long cardio sessions. People think that's hard. Hanging from a bar, people think it's hard, which it is. But I argue a lot of times, like true emotional maturity and true processing of painful emotions also is just as hard as anything physical sometimes. And so I think it's important to give yourself credit where it's due when you do succeed emotionally, right? Um, and to treat treat it within your life with like your emotional problems and like mental ish problems with as much, I guess, respect as you do your physical, if that makes sense. Like what I'm trying to say, I guess, is physical goals like in the gym and physical health, like your well-being physically, should be almost just as important as your mental well-being and mental health goals. Because like as you get older, as you become an adult, as you actually enter adult life, I think, sure, some people are lucky. I think like maybe they never face a problem, but I feel like rarely anyone ever faces like some sort of event on their life that has a big impact on them emotionally or mentally, or like internally has a big impact on them. And learning to deal with that, grow through that, and grow as a person emotionally and mature that way, like learning how to process your emotions properly, learning how to handle conflicts with people properly, learning all that is very important and such a big part of our growth that a lot of times we don't think about. Yeah. I hope that made sense. I feel like that video sounded like a lot more preachy and formal than I usually do. Less down to earth, maybe. Maybe that's a reflection of who I've become. Less down to earth. I don't know. But like that is one thing I realized. That I have, like, at least that's what I realized today, honestly. That I have, like, emotionally matured. I was not as much emotionally mature as I thought I was. Like, recognizing your emotions is one thing. Learning how to properly deal with them, when to deal with them, like how to live with things that happen to you, is also almost just important. But yeah, that's all I really had to say today. Like, I've become more emotionally mature over this first semester. Not over this first semester even, just over the summer, and just thinking a lot. And just dealing with everything in my head. It's just been, I think I finally am facing it with a better attitude. Like, in other words, okay, I just feel way more put together than I ever was. First semester or before that even. Like, it's weird to describe. Maybe this is a placebo. But I honestly just feel like, number one, I understand myself a lot better. I understand how to deal with situations. Any situation. A lot better too. I'm just feeling more mature, which is good. And I really didn't realize that until today, I think. Yeah. So, sometimes you do need to be knocked down to get put back together again. Because that is how you grow, right? Because, honestly, I was quite put together senior year. Right? Like, put together as in, like, mentally intact. In terms of, like, mental fortitude, kind of. And, like, yeah. Now, very much less so. But at the same time, like, I just feel much more prepared to deal with what life has to throw me, you know? Like, yeah, honestly. And it's good. It's really good. Everyone needs some event, not some event, but everyone, like, somehow matures. And I don't think I was until now. I'm much more. It's only through the hard events in your life that you actually learn something about yourself and change, right? So yeah, honestly, that's a really good way of looking at it. You know, the videos I made about myself, saying lost sperm my sparkle, sure, that's probably true. But at the same time, I'm not as naive about things anymore, I think. I, like, can, maybe not even control, just can live with my emotions better. Not control, but can learn to deal with them a lot better. Which is good. and I think a lot of times overlooked when it comes to personal growth, right? Like, people always talk about, oh, you need to grow in this way, oh, intellectually, oh, in this like growth mindset, and like physically, you need to hit the gym, oh, you need to grow your like perseverance or grit. Sure, those are things you can grow, but your emotional understanding of yourself, emotional processing, your just overall maturity in dealing with your emotions and relations with other people is something that is grossly underrated in terms of personal development a lot of times, or something I just fail to consider a lot of times. Sure, you can look at pure, oh, how fun have I been? Oh, how positive have I been? As a standalone metric. But when you do that, you're ignoring all the other aspects of implicit maturing you've been going through. A lot which may not have been as negligible as you think, or as negligible as I thought. Because, like, sitting here right now, like, this is definitely a thought I could only have had now. Like, I don't think I would have realized this a year ago. That, more specifically, that, like, adversity, true emotional adversity, will make you a very different person and will mature you very much so. In, like, very, very, very subtle ways, but very, very impactful ways. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna take another hot shower after this and then go to sleep. I think that sounds pretty good. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I just feel much more in control of everything. You know, not even emotionally matureness, just in control. I know what's going on now. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like if you liked. Subscribe. Comment. All that good stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.